I'm out of pocket, but I rock with the game.
All right, it's the Steelers now on the clock. All right, the Dolphins are now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Dolphins, and time is ticking. Now the Dolphins are on the clock. Who do they have their eye on? Okay, next up, it's the Dolphins on the clock. The Dolphins now on the clock. All right, the Dolphins are now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Dolphins, and time is ticking.
Tonight, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Miami Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 2nd down, Wilkerson, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
It did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter better that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a three-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Back to throw. Ramsey eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
First down. Wilkerson looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, Ramsey escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now the Miami field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one. Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
Throwing on first down. Galloway got his man complete over the middle. That's Townsend. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, Galloway And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Ramsey. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Wilkerson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Off play action. Ramsey. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Galloway. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Yeah, we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now a throw here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Townsend. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Ramsey, he'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the left side. Wilkerson 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. The Chiefs with an ideal start as they move to 1-0 in front of their home faithful. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles with the best possible start to their season, a road victory in the opener. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On 1st and 10, Galloway. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. He's still barreling through.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Right back to him on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 3rd and 2, Galloway. Open man here is Benson. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. To throw again. Ramsey sliding out of the pocket. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Throwing on first down. Ramsey looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So pass interference to call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
On first down, Ramsey. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
And yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there. We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing. because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Now this throw caught left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Galloway looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Townsend. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's what it is, baby.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Galloway. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
To throw on 2nd down, Galloway. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Throwing on 1st down, Galloway. And down inside the 15 he goes.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11th. That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Galloway over the middle, complete. It's Townsend. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Gallup under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Galloway. And he's going to go down again. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And now defensively they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. When you talk about clutch, that one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
They didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That's where we are. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Off play action. Galloway. He finds his man complete. It's Benson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And partner, the tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run on first down. Benson. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On second down now, it's Benson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, but he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So the Dolphins now down 23-20. At time, a huge factor. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Finding some room at midfield. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions, not that.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Las Vegas, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So for Charles Day.
today. It's Madden NFL football. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
And here's Lewis. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there for Miami.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ramsey eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On first down, Wilkerson. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Ramsey flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Wilkerson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same? Feeling I did during our meetings that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball.
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They're going to run this with a tight end. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here's Lewis. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Harris to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Rolling to his right. Room to run past midfield. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. First down, Wilkerson, and he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. On second down, Wilkerson, and this won't be enough to pick up the first, a gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Ramsey firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. That time a 9-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Weber. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline, there's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a deep.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. To throw on 2nd down. Ramsey. Touchdown, Dolphins. That's caught. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. here to start the drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Cardinals got to go quickly. Hustling to the line. Now a handoff looking right. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. A big play there for the Dolphins. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Ramsey. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ramsey. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Defensively, celebration time, because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On 3rd down, Wilkerson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start with a little East versus West in the AFC, and it's the LA Chargers heading east to take on Buffalo. And it's the Bills with the lead in the 2nd quarter. The Bills, losers last week, they need to pull one back at home to avoid falling to 0-2. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. The Jaguars were losers a week ago, so they are desperately trying to avoid dropping 2 straight to start the year. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And that game's gone to the half, all even at 10-10. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. Thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Here's Harris to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. They'll run on first down. Wilkerson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
To throw on second down. Ramsey. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing. Because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Ramsey on the slant. He'll get it to Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Ramsey, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
Yeah, absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
On first down, Wilkerson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wilkerson, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, Ramsey. He finds his man, complete. That's Wolf. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play there for the Dolphins.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
They'll run on first down. Wilkerson, he's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. They couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try to run it with Green. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd down and 7. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
They'll set up to throw. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And quickly, they get to the line. Right back to him on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give right side. Wilkerson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, Wilkerson. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
A slant to Jones.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's brought down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Weber. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Well, here's a throw that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read
nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. Huge win defensively there on the sack, setting him back 12 yards. And now third and goal. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On first down, here's a handoff to Marine. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Vereen. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Ramsey, he'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.